So hello and welcome everyone. Welcome to Creatrix. Welcome to Unacademy. So in these sessions, we are going to start the communication system and you are going to study the communication system like never before. So before that, let me introduce myself. My name is Vishal Soni and I have cleared ESC examination 2 times, both times in double digit rank. And I have also served as a Group A Gazetted Officer in Indian Railways and in Indian Telecommunication Services. And I have also cleared a lot of public sector examinations. So right now I'm teaching on Unacademy and I really feel proud to be the part of the Unacademy team, because Unacademy is the revolution in the field of free education and in the field of affordable education, and we as a team are really looking forward for every student to just come onto the Unacademy platform. You can attend the special classes, you can come onto this YouTube channel and you can stay connected with us so that you can understand the quality education and you can understand the efforts that we are putting in, so that every student of this country, whether he stays in a village or he stays in a town, should get the access of the content, that too in a very affordable prices, and he can also or she can also clear the examination with the best possible ranks. So right now I'm teaching on Unacademy with more than 15 million watch minutes in the overall duration and 2 million watch minutes in the last 30 days. So I am right now the top educator in Unacademy across all the branches, having rank 4 right now. And you can also follow me on Unacademy on this particular link. So you can go and follow me on Unacademy. Apart from that, my advice to every student is that how should you crack the examination and what are the components to cracking the examination. So the first question that comes to the mind, that can anyone prepare from the YouTube? Yes, you can prepare from the YouTube, but you should develop or cultivate some habits in yourself. For example, you should be very much disciplined. You should arrange the extra resources. For example, the PDFs you have to arrange, the test series you have to arrange by yourself, and most importantly, that self-discipline you should be containing in yourself, so that you can be very corrective manner and you can approach the examination in the best possible manner. So all these things you have to arrange yourself. The sense of competitiveness you have to cultivate in yourself, because the audience on the YouTube are not that much of competitive in nature, or maybe you cannot feel the competition which is present right now. So all these things are the part of the journey if you want to prepare through the YouTube, or maybe if you want to prepare through the free resources. Apart from that, if you want that you should get complete content, then this is the YouTube channel. On this YouTube channel itself, all the free content are available. You just have to go to the playlist. All the subjects are completed there. You just have to go and watch all the lectures one by one. Definitely will be getting benefited. But the extra things that I have told you, that the self-discipline and the sense of competitiveness and a lot of things you have to arrange by yourself. If you are comfortable in that, then you can do that. Apart from that, you should also have Unacademy learning app, so that the special classes you can attend. A lot of educators in this country are actually providing the special classes, that too absolutely free of cost, so that you can get the quality content in the best possible manner. Apart from that, there is also another component for you, which is Unacademy Plus. So on Unacademy Plus, what is your job? You just have to study. If you join this Unacademy Plus, you do not have to worry about the crash courses, weekly test, doubt solving sessions, the language barrier, rank improvement batches, live classes. So all these things will be taken care by the Unacademy. You just have to take the Unacademy Plus subscription and you have to come on to the Unacademy. You will be daily getting the live classes. You will be getting the crash courses. When you will be getting the crash courses? When the syllabus are completed. You will be getting the weekly test in the form of quizzes. Every fourth class is the doubt solving session, which is the major you can say the component or the major impact will be creating on your studies will be this doubt solving group. Because until and unless your doubts are not being cleared, until and unless you are not able to clear your doubts, you will never get the confidence in the subject. So once you come on to this Unacademy Plus, every fourth class is doubt solving session. Apart from that, various other doubt solving sessions are going on. So ultimately you will be getting your doubts cleared and you will gain confidence in the subject. The language barrier will not be an issue, because the batches will be running both Hindi and in English, and rank improvement batches will also be there. So all these things are the component of this Plus subscription. Once you come on to this Unacademy Plus, you do not have to be worried about your self-discipline, your competitiveness nature. Everything will be present on Unacademy, because a lot of other students will be there. Since the classes will be live, you can also watch it recorded later on. So the discipline automatically comes, because you get the idea that you will be having the daily live classes. Apart from that, there is also one iconic subscription. In this iconic subscription, the game changer is this personal coach. So this subscription is for them who thinks that their basics are weak, or those who are talented but they needs a continuous push. So this personal coach will be guiding you throughout your strategy. He will be giving you the study planners. You will be getting the study booster sessions. Once you will get the test, you will be getting the analytics. Analytics plays a major role in improving yourself. We as a teacher also get our analytics so that we can improve on the daily basis. So once you start getting the analytics, you will be also improving massively on the daily basis. Apart from that, there will also be the guidance for the mains once you clear the prelims, and there will also be the guidance for the interview once you clear the mains. So once you take the Iconic subscription, all the benefits of the Plus are included by default in this. And if you
Hello friends, welcome to this problem solving video of random process. So first of all, let us read the question. In this problem, it is saying that the autocorrelation function of WSSRP ergodic random process. So both things are given. WSSRP is also mentioned and ergodicity is also mentioned. And autocorrelation function is given as Rx6 of tau 50 upon 2 plus tau square plus 25. And we have to find out the DC power, AC power, total power, and this expression. So first of all, if it is an ergodic random process, so we know that in order to calculate the DC power, we can directly use this formula, limit tau tending to infinity Rxx of tau. So this mu x square becomes limit tau tending to infinity 50 upon 2 plus tau square plus 25. So if you will put tau tending to infinity here, so it becomes 2 plus infinity square plus 25, and it becomes 0 plus 25, or the DC power comes out to be, this can be also written as expectation of xt whole square, comes out to be 25. So you can calculate mean from here. The mean will become 5. So this formula you can use only when the process is ergodic. So every time you cannot use this formula until and unless it is not mentioned in the problem that it is an ergodic random process, or we do not verify whether it is ergodic random process, we cannot directly use this formula. Now let's come on to the second part. In the second part, it is asking us to calculate the AC power. So how will you calculate the AC power? The AC power will be difference of total power minus DC power. So how to calculate the total power? We know that expectation of x square t becomes limit tau tending to 0 Rxx of tau, or it becomes Rxx of 0. So you have to put tau tending to 0 in Rxx of tau. So it becomes 50 upon 2 plus tau square plus 50, and it becomes, if you will put tau equal to 0 here, this is 25. So if you will put tau equal to 0 here, it becomes 25 plus 25, or it becomes 50. Now if you have to calculate the AC power, so the AC power becomes sigma square xt equal to expectation of x square t minus mu x square. So expectation of x square t becomes 50, mu x square becomes 25. So this comes out to be 25. Now finally it is asking us to calculate this expectation of x of 4 into x of 2. Since it is a Whiteson stationary random process, so for Whiteson stationary random process, this can become Rxx of 2. So basically you can also write it as limit tau tending to 2 Rxx of tau. So Rxx of tau becomes 50 upon 2 plus tau square, 50 upon 2 plus tau square plus 25. Now if I put tau tending to 2 here, so it becomes 50 upon 2 plus 2 square plus 25, or 50 by 6 plus 25. So you can solve this and calculate the answer. Let's move on to the next problem. Again, in the next problem, the autocorrelation function of WSSRP ergodic random process is given. This is the autocorrelation function. Now this autocorrelation function is now piecewise defined. So it can be written as minus 25 mod tau by 2 plus 100 when tau lies between minus 4 to 4, and it becomes 50 elsewhere. So as long as your tau is existing between minus 4 to 4, then only we can use this definition. Otherwise you have to take the value of autocorrelation as 50. So first part, we have to calculate the DC power. We know that since it is an ergodic random process, so we can use the formula of limit tau tending to infinity Rxx of tau. So whenever you will put tau tending to infinity, it means we have to calculate the value of autocorrelation at infinity. So you can see that from minus 4 to 4 you are using this particular definition, and if tau is infinity, which means when it is not between minus 4 to 4, then you should use the value 50. So in this case it comes out to be 50 watt. Second, it is asking about the total power. So the total power becomes expectation of x square t, or you can write it as Rxx of 0. So whenever you will put 0, so you can see that whenever you will put 0, so 0 will lie between minus 4 to 4 or in this range. So if 0 is lying in this range, so you have to directly put 0 in this definition. So this becomes minus 25 by 2 mod tau plus 100. So whenever you put tau equal to 0, it will become 100. So how to calculate the AC power? So whenever you have to calculate the AC power, it will become sigma square xt equal to expectation of x square t minus mu x square. So expectation of x square t becomes 100, mu x square becomes 50. So from here you can calculate this value as 50. Now you have to calculate expectation of x of 4 into x of 2. So since this is WSSRP, it is mentioned, so you can calculate this value as Rxx of 2. So how to calculate the Rxx of 2? This Rxx of 2 will lie in this range. So you can use this definition. So I'll put 25 by 2 plus 100, or it coming out to be 75. Similarly, if it is asking us to calculate expectation of x of 100 into x of 150, so it comes out to be Rxx of the difference of 100 and 150. So this difference coming out to be 50. So you can see that the definition of this autocorrelation function when tau is lying between minus 4 to 4 is this, and if it is outside this range, then it becomes 50. So you can see that this tau is here 50, which is outside this range. So this becomes your 50. Let's move on to the next problem. So this is the next problem. In this problem, the autocorrelation function of again a WSSRP, an ergodic random process, is mentioned. Now one thing you should notice that in this case this axis is in milliseconds, which means this 10 you can read it as 10 millisecond, and this minus 10 you should read it as minus 10 millisecond, and this is the function of the autocorrelation. Now in the first part, it is asking us to calculate expectation of x square 1001. So from here very clearly you can see that it is a White's stationary random process, and in case of White's stationary random process, mean square values are independent of time. So whether you can put here 1001, 2001 or any value of t you can put here. If you can put any value of t here, then this expectation of x square t can be calculated. So this expectation of x square t becomes Rxx of 0. So you have to calculate its value at 0. So if you'll see that 0 is here, then this becomes 200. So this comes out to be the mean square value. Now you have to calculate the DC power. So DC power becomes limit tau tending to infinity Rxx of tau. Why did I use this formula? Because the process is ergodic. Whenever process is ergodic, then you can directly use this formula. So whenever you will put tau tending to infinity, which means you are going somewhere here, and when you are going somewhere tau tending to infinity here, so the value that you can assume is 100. So this value you can take it as 100, and you can also calculate the mean value from here. It comes out to be 10. So again, since it is WSSRP, so this 200 you can also write it as x square 1001, because it is independent of time or constant, so any value of time you can put here. Similarly, for mu x square, you can write it as expectation of xt. You can write any value of t here. The mean is always going to be 10. Now finally it is asking us to calculate the variance. So the variance will become expectation of x square t minus mu x square. So it becomes 200 minus 100, or the variance becomes 100. So first three part we have calculated. Now in the next part it is asking us to calculate the expectation of x of 100 into x of 100 into 1. So these two parts are also mentioned. This is 7th. So this becomes your 8th part, and this you can consider it as your 9th part of the question. So in the problem now it is asking us to calculate, expectation of x of 100 1 into x of 100. So this can be written as rxx of 1. Now you should understand this rxx of 1 is nothing but rxx of, this is your fourth part, rxx of 1 second. So this 1 second can be written as rxx of 1000 millisecond. So this axis is in millisecond. So if I have to represent 1000, so I'll have to go somewhere here. So this is your 1000 millisecond, or it will represent your 1 second. So at this point, if you will see, the value of the autocorrelation function is coming out to be 100. Similarly, for the fifth part, it is asking us to calculate x of 100 into x of 100.005. So it is asking us to calculate expectation of x of 100 into x of 100.005. So this can be written as rxx of 0.005 second, or you can write it as rxx of 5 milliseconds. So where can we represent the 5 millisecond? We can represent the 5 millisecond here, because it is 10 millisecond. So this will represent 5 millisecond because axis is already in milliseconds. So you have to calculate the function of autocorrelation's value at this point at here. So from here you can see that if you will calculate its slope, so slope will come this height where you can see is 100, and this width is your 10. So you can see that the slope is representing that it is changing height of 100 for every 10 millisecond, or you can say that it is changing height of 10 for every millisecond. So the height of this function is changing per millisecond by the unit of 10. So you can see that if you are traveling 5 milliseconds further, then how much height will be changed? For 1 millisecond height is changing by 10. So for 5 millisecond height will be changed by 50. So whenever this point is reaching here, so on the time axis it is traveling 5 milliseconds. So vertically it will travel 50 millisecond, or sorry 50 downwards. So this point becomes your 150. So rxx of 5 you can write it as 150. So the slope is very much clear that this particular slope is representing change in height by 10 units for every milliseconds, for every 1 millisecond. So in 1 millisecond it is changing its height by 10. So if you are traveling from here to here, so you are traveling 5 milliseconds, so height will be changed by 50 units. So from 200 you can come to the 150 height. Now let's move on to the sixth part. What it is asking in the sixth part, let us first of all see. So in the sixth part it is asking us that if the random process is sampled at the rate fs, what should be the sampling rate such that samples of the random process are orthogonal? So let us try to solve this question. So in this question it is saying that it has a random process x of t and it is being sampled at different instances. In the question it is mentioned that sampling rate is fs. If the sampling rate is fs, so sampling rate will become 1 by fs. So whenever you will sample, the gap between two samples will be of ts. So that is why I am taking samples like this. So in the question it is asking us to calculate fs such that two samples of random process is orthogonal. So we know that if I am taking two samples, one sample as x of 0, another sample as x of ts. So if these two samples has to be orthogonal, then their expectation x0 of x ts, which is nothing but rxx of ts, this should be 0. So if these two samples has to be orthogonal, then the expectation of their product must be 0, and since it is WSSRP, so you can write this as the difference of this 0 and ts, so it becomes rxx of ts. Now you have to find out for which value of ts this autocorrelation function becomes 0. So very clearly you can see that this autocorrelation function, if you track it, it is nowhere 0 or everywhere it is positive. So it is everywhere positive, which means no such value of ts exists. No such value of ts exists for which rxx of ts becomes 0. And if no such value of ts exists, so we can say that no such value of sampling rate exists for which autocorrelation function becomes 0. Now let's read out the question. Next question. The next question, it is saying that if the random process is sampled at fs, what would be the sampling rate such that samples of the random process are uncorrelated this time? So again, let us solve this question again. Okay, so again it is taking a random process x of t and it is being sampled. So it is being sampled at the rate fs, or you can say time interval ts. So the samples that we will obtain will be x of 0, x of ts, x of 2ts, and so on. So it is saying us that in this case two samples must be uncorrelated and we have to find fs. So I can take any two samples. So let in this example I am taking the samples x of 0 and x of ts, and if these two samples has to be uncorrelated, then we know that their covariance has to be 0. So this will become expectation of x of 0 into x of ts minus expectation of x of 0 into expectation of x of ts. This has to be 0. So from here you can see that this overall function can be written as again rxx of ts minus this you have calculated expectation of x of t. It was coming out to be 10 and it was independent of time. So you can put any value of t here. You can put this value as 0 or you can put this value as ts. At both these instances it will become 10. So it becomes 10 into 10 equal to 0. So this rxx of ts from here becomes 100. Now you have to find the value of ts for which rxx of ts becomes 100. So you can see that this rxx of ts becomes 100 for every value of time for which it is greater than 10. So this becomes 0 for TS greater than or equal to 10. If you will put TS values 10 or greater than 10, then you can always find the value of autocorrelation as 100. So it becomes for 100 for TS less greater than 1 millisecond. So from here you can get this TS to be greater than 10 milliseconds, or Fs can be written as less than or equal to 1 upon 10 milliseconds. So this Fs can be written as less than or equal to 10 to the power 3 by 10 or 1000 by 10. So this Fs becomes less than or equal to 100. So for all the values of sampling rate which is less than or equal to 100, you can always obtain this autocorrelation function's value as 100. Now let's move on to the next problem. So in this next problem it is asking, find the sampling rate such that correlation between two adjacent samples becomes 190. So again, this is your random process and it is being sampled at Fs. So if it is being sampled at Fs, so you will get samples at x of 0 and x of ts and so on. So if I am assuming these two samples, so it is asking that correlation between these two samples, which means expectation between x of 0 and x of ts must be 190, or this can be written as rxx of ts equal to 90. So finally what you need that this rxx of ts must be equal to 90. So this is your graph of rxx of tau. Now you need the value of ts for which it becomes equal to 190. So from here you have already stated that its slope is representing that it is changing height 10 in 1 millisecond. So in every 1 millisecond it is changing its height by 1. So if you want to obtain the value of 190, so the value of 190, to obtain the value of 190 you have to come 10 units downward. So whenever you will come 10 units downward, so you will reach to the 190, and for that you have to travel 1 millisecond distance on this axis, because it is giving the height change of 10 unit on every 1 millisecond. So if height is here 200, and if you want the height of 190 or the change of 10, so you have to move 1 unit rightward. So from here you can see that this rxx will be 190 at ts equal to 1 millisecond. So for ts equal to 1 millisecond, fs will become 1 by ts, or it will become 1 by 1 millisecond, or the sampling rate becomes your 1 kilohertz. So this is your sampling rate in this case. Now let's read the next question. In the next question it is asking us to calculate the sampling rate such that covariance between adjacent sample is 50. So in this case it is asking us to calculate the covariance between adjacent samples. So again I am taking the random process x of t, and suppose it has two samples x of 0 and x of ts. Because it was sampled at fs, so the sampling interval will become ts. So you have to calculate the covariance between x of 0 and x of ts, and this covariance has to be 50. So this covariance can be written as expectation of x of 0 into x of ts minus expectation of x of 0 into x of ts. So it becomes 50. So this you can write it as rxx of ts minus this you have already calculated, that expectation of x of 0 equal to expectation of x of ts equal to expectation of x of t. So this becomes your finally 10. So this you can write as 10 into 10 equal to 50. So rxx of ts in this case becomes 150. So you have to find out the value of ts for which autocorrelation function becomes 150. So again in this graph you have to find out the value of ts for which the functional value becomes 150. Again the slope is representing height change of 10 in 1 millisecond. So it is 200. Now from 200 you have to reach 150. So how much height is being changed? 50. So if height has to be changed by 50 units, so from here you have to move 5 milliseconds in this direction. So this unit will become 5. So if you will move from this 0 at which the amplitude value is 200, from this 0 if you will move to this 5, so height will be changed by 50. So if you want your autocorrelation function to be 150, so this value is 150 and it will be at 5 milliseconds. So you can say that this Rx of tau becomes 150 at this Rx of ts I should write. So this Rx of ts becomes 150 at ts equal to 5 milliseconds. And if ts is 5 millisecond, then sampling rate will become 1 by ts, or you can write it as 1 by 5 milliseconds, or it can be written as 0.2 kilohertz. So this is your sampling rate in this case. So this was all about this question. Now let's move on to the next problem. So first of all, read this question, what is saying in this question, then we will move forward. So in this question it is saying that x of t is a random process with constant mean value 0. Okay, and autocorrelation function is also mentioned. So this is your autocorrelation function. Now it is saying that x is a Gaussian random variable. And how did it obtain this x? To obtain the x, it sampled the process at t equal to ti. So if by sampling this process you are getting the Gaussian random variable, then obviously it should be a Gaussian random process. Then again Q function is defined, so this already we know, and we have to obtain the probability such that this capital X or the random variable becomes less than or equal to 1. So first of all, the random process which is given x of t, it has mean 0 and autocorrelation function 4 into e to the power minus 0.2 mod tau plus 1. So you can see that its mean is 0 or constant. Autocorrelation function is function of tau only. So very clearly you can see that this is your wide sense stationary random process. Another information given in the problem that whenever you are sampling it at some t equal to ti, you are getting a random variable which is a Gaussian random variable. Then obviously this x of t has to be a Gaussian random process. So these two things are very clearly understood. Now there can be one confusion, so let me address that. Suppose this is your Rx of tau is given. So this is your Rx of tau, which is 4 into e to the power minus 0.2 mod tau plus 1. Now if I put tau tending to infinity here, then what should I get? I should get mu x square. So if you put tau tending to infinity, so mu x square becomes 4 into 0 plus 1, or your mu x comes out to be 2. But in the problem, what is mu x is given? In the problem it is saying that mean value is 0. So what is the catch, or what is the scope of confusion here? In the problem it is given as 0, and by formula you are calculating it to be 2, but you should remember that this formula is valid only when x of t is ergodic random process. In the problem nowhere is mentioned that this random process is ergodic random process, so we cannot use this formula in this case. If you want to calculate the mean, then you have to calculate the mean by the proper procedure, or you take help of the question. So whenever the process is not ergodic random process, then you should never apply this formula. In those problems, either the mean value is given as it is given in this problem, or some other information will be given to calculate the mean if it is needed. So first things first, that you should not apply this formula until and unless ergodicity is not verified or ergodicity is not mentioned. Otherwise, take the value as it is given in the problem. So in this problem, the mean is 0 or it is constant. So this 0 mean has been calculated for this Gaussian random process. So we should not be confused with this formula. This formula is valid only for ergodic random processes. Okay, let's move forward. So first of all, what should I say here? That first of all, I'll use the properties of wide sense stationary random processes. So for wide sense stationary random processes, this Rx of tau is mentioned as 4 into e to the power minus 0.2 mod tau plus 1, and expectation of xt is mentioned as 0. So from here also you can calculate expectation of x square t, and it will become rxx of 0, and you will put if rxx of 0, so it becomes 4 into 1 plus 1, or it becomes 8. Similarly, sigma square xt becomes expectation of x square t minus expectation of xt's whole square, so it comes out to be 8. Now we know that in case of WSSRPs, whether you calculate mean of a random variable or you calculate the mean of the random process, both are going to be same. Similarly, whether you calculate the mean square value of the random process or you calculate the mean of the random variable, both are going to be same. Similarly, whether you calculate the variance of the random variable or you calculate the variance of the random process, both are going to be same. So this is the property of the WSSRP. So this we very well know. So in this case, you can say that the random variable which we have obtained has variance of 8, it has 0 mean, and you have to find out all these values. Now in the problem, it is asking us this probability of x less than or equal to 1. And if it's x less than or equal to 1, where x is Gaussian random variable, so we already know that whenever in the problem it is mentioned as Gaussian random variable and probability has been asked, then we should always think about the q function. So it will become 1 minus p of x greater than 1, or you can write it as 1 minus q of 1 minus mu x upon sigma x. So the mean you have already calculated, it is coming out to be 0. Sigma x square is already with you, so from here you can calculate sigma. Sigma x comes out to be 2 root 2. So it becomes 1 minus q 1 minus 0 upon 2 root 2, or this probability of x less than or equal to 1 can be written as 1 minus q 1 by 2 root 2. So let us see which option was correct. So in this, D option was correct. Now let's move on to the second part of this question. So first of all, read the question. In this question, it is also saying that x of t is a random process with a constant mean value of 0. So it also has the mean value 0, and the same autocorrelation function is mentioned. So this x of t random process again mentioned that mean is 0 and autocorrelation function becomes 4 into e to the power minus 0.2 mod tau plus 1. Now by sampling this x of t at two different instances at t equal to 2, it is obtaining a random variable which it is denoting as y. Similarly, by sampling it at t equal to 4, another random variable it is obtaining which it is denoting it as z. So w becomes another random variable which is y minus z. So w can be written as x of t equal to 2 minus x of t equal to 4. So from here you can say that this x of t equal to 2 and x of t equal to 4 are two random variables obtained by sampling this x of t. So you already have calculated that for this random process x of t, its mean is 0. Since it is WSSRP, so it is independent will be time. So you can write it as expectation of x at t equal to 2 equal to expectation of x at t equal to 4. Similarly, you have calculated its expectation of x square t and it was coming out to be 8. So it will be same as expectation of x square at t equal to 2 equal to expectation of x square at t equal to 4, because this is WSSRP, so its mean square value will also be independent of time. Similarly, you can write sigma square xt, which was 8, so it can be written as sigma square x at t equal to 2 will be same as sigma square x at t equal to 4. So for these values of sigma, it is coming out to be 8. So here till here the relation is very much true for all these values which is written here. Now in the question it is asking us to calculate the variance of W. So W becomes y minus z, or W can be written as x of t equal to 2 minus x of t equal to 4. So to obtain the variance, first of all we will square it. So it becomes x square at t equal to 2 plus x square at t equal to 4 minus 2 times x of t equal to 2 into x of t equal to 4. So this becomes sigma W square equal to sigma square x at t equal to 2 plus sigma square x at t equal to 4 minus 2 times covariance of x of t equal to 2 into x of t equal to 4. So you have already stated that these values of variance will be 8 and this value of variance will also be 8. So from here this sigma W square becomes 16 minus 2 times covariance of x at t equal to 2 into x at t equal to 4. So this covariance of x becomes 16 minus 2 times expectation of x at t equal to 2 into x at t equal to 4 minus expectation of x at t equal to 2 into expectation of x at t equal to 4. Now from here you can see that this will become 16 minus 2 times this expression becomes autocorrelation function because it is written expectation of y z. So this you can write it as rxx of time difference. So one is at t equal to 2, another one is at t equal to 4. So it becomes rxx of 2. And what about this? It is representing your mean of y. It is representing mean of z, and both mean is equal to 0. So it becomes 0. So finally variance comes out to be sigma W square equal to 16 minus 2 times rxx of 2. So rxx of tau is mentioned as 4 into e to the power minus 0.2 mod tau plus 1. So you can put these values here. So this sigma W square will become 16 minus 2 into 4 into e to the power minus 0.4 plus 4. So this can be written as 16 minus 8 into e to the power minus 4 minus 8, or you can write it as 8 into 1 minus e to the power minus 0.4, and whenever you will solve it you will get sigma W square equal to 2.64. So the answer of this problem becomes 2.64 must be the right answer. Now let's move on to the next problem. So in the next problem a random process is given as u plus vt. U is mentioned as a zero mean Gaussian random variable. So this is your Gaussian random variable and mean of u comes out to be 0. V is a uniformly distributed random variable between 0 to 2. So you can draw the PDF of V, and this PDF comes out to be like this. So its mean value can be written as expectation of V becomes 0 plus 2 by 2 or 1. Now it is asking the mean value of the random process at t equal to 2. So whenever you will calculate the mean value, it will become expectation of u plus vt, or this can be written as expectation of u plus expectation of vt. So expectation of u is 0, so it becomes expectation of vt. You know that expectation operator operates only on the random variables, so this t can be taken as outside. It becomes expectation of v. So this expectation of xt becomes t, because expectation of v you can write it as 1. Now you can see that this expectation of xt is coming out to be t, which is not independent of time, or which is not constant. So this type of random processes can never be WSSRP, because for WSSRP the statistical parameters should be independent of time. So it is asking us to calculate the mean for t equal to 2. So you can write 2. So this is the answer for this particular question. Now let's move on to the next problem. So in the next problem, a random process is given as x of t equal to 3 vt minus 8, and vt is already a random process which has 0 mean, so expectation of vt becomes 0, and it is autocorrelation function, which means expectation of vt into v of t plus tau. So this I can write as rv tau. It is given to be 4 into e to the power minus 5 mod tau, and we have to calculate the power of xt. So power of xt can be calculated in such a way that if I obtain the autocorrelation function of this t, which is expectation of xt into x of t plus tau, then I will put tau equal to 0. So whenever you will put tau equal to 0, this will be tau. So whenever you will put tau equal to 0, so you will get rxx of 0 equal to expectation of x square t. So first of all, I will calculate expectation of xt into x of t plus tau. So this will become expectation of 3 vt minus 8 into 3v t plus tau minus 8. So it becomes expectation of 9 vt into v of t plus tau minus 24 vt minus 24 v of t plus tau plus 64. So this can be written as 9 times expectation of vt into v of t plus tau minus 24 times expectation of vt minus 24 times expectation of v of t plus tau plus expectation of 64. So this can be written as 9 into rv of tau. The expectation of vt is independent of time, so this becomes 0, and instead of t, if you will write t plus tau, then also it becomes 0. So it becomes 9 times rv tau of 64, and it becomes rxx of tau. So to obtain the power, I will put 0. So it will become 9 rv0 plus 64. So what will be the value of rv0? You will put tau equal to 0 here, so you will get 4. So it becomes 9 into 4 plus 64, or 36 plus 64, and the power present in xt comes out to be 100 watt. Same question you could have solved like this. This x of t was given, so this was 3 vt minus 8. You could have square it, so after squaring it will become 9 v square t plus 64 minus 48 vt. Now I can simply take expectation of x square on both the sides, so it become expectation of x square t, expectation of v square t plus expectation of 64 minus 48 times expectation of vt. So in the problem it is mentioned that this expectation of vt is 0. This you can calculate. Expectation of v square t means you have to calculate the autocorrelation function's value at 0, and it comes out to be 4. So from here also you can calculate expectation of x square t. It will come out to be 9 into 4 plus 64, and it will come out to be 100. So this is it in this lecture, and in the next lecture we will discuss few more problems.
So hopefully we have understood every concept in this class. If you have any doubt in any concept, you can let me know in the comment section. I'll try to resolve that thing. Apart from that, you can also follow me on various social media platforms. For example, you can join this Telegram group where you will be getting important notification, important updates. This is Telegram group where you can also comment, you can ask your queries, or maybe you can also suggest me for the improvement. Apart from that, this is my Unacademy profile. On this Unacademy profile, you should also follow me so that you can get the important updates of the Unacademy also, right? And this is the Notion page. You just have to type this tiny.cc/VishalGate. So you will be redirected to a page where all the special classes are arranged very systematically. तो मैंने बहुत सारे टॉपिक्स पे स्पेशल क्लास ले रखी है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल नाइक्विस्ट, फूरियर सीरीज, latches and flip flop, double integrations, okay, lot of things, lot of things are there. So you will be getting all these concepts absolutely free of cost. You just have to type this in your URL, you will be redirected to that page and attend these lectures one by one. You will be getting a next level confidence in these topics that I can guarantee you. Now this is the Notion page of your YouTube, on which you will be getting the links of the YouTube. Apart from that, you will be also getting the PDFs of that particular lecture. So this is very important for you, and just you have to type http://bit.ly/gatelive. So gatelive, you just have to type it in the capital so that you can access all the lectures link and PDF arranged systematically. So if you want to attend or you want to clear the examination with the free resource, then this is the channel for you. This is the best recorded videos which has been ever made. You just have to go to that lecture, just click the link and download the PDF and start studying systematically. So we have also done this for you so that any student, whether he is sitting any part of this country, should not face the difficulty in cracking the examination, whether he can afford or he cannot. Now if you can afford, then the subscription prices are not something which you cannot pay. It is very nominal amount which you can pay, and you can just avoid all the distractions, all the time wastage which we will be doing in downloading those PDFs, arranging them, arranging for the test series, and a lot of other things that you have to arrange, doubt solvings you have to arrange by yourself. If you want to avoid all those distractions in a very nominal amount, so you can go for the Unacademy Plus subscription. For 12-month subscription, you have to pay only 74 rupees per day. Apart from that, for 18-month subscription, which is the best possible subscription, you have to pay 63 rupees per day. It is even lesser than the pizzas that you order on your home. So it is that much of amount that can shape your career, that can give you the best possible rank in the examinations under the guidance of the best teachers of the country, which has been right now placed on the Unacademy. Now 24-month subscription will cost you 54 rupees per day. So these subscription amounts will give you the subscription for the desired period. Apart from that, if you are using this code, you just have to remember this code, write my name, write GATE after it. You can also write ESC after it. So you have to write my name and write ESC after it. So any one of these code, once you apply, you will be immediately getting the 10% discount. You will be getting all the features of the Unacademy. You will be getting the guidance of all the teachers present on Unacademy, and everything you will be getting that is needed to crack the examination once you are using this code. So if you think we are working hard, we are giving our best content, we are giving the free content absolutely for you guys, and everything that is needed for every student to crack the examination. So never forget to use this code whenever you are taking the subscription. So this code is very important and you have to use every time you are taking the subscription. Now those who are interested for the prices, total price amount, so let me tell you, total price is 27,225 for 12 month, 34,650 for 18, and for 24 month it is 39,600. You can also pay this by using zero cost EMI. Zero cost EMI can be paid by credit card and debit card. In debit cards, there are only Bajaj and HDFC as of now available. Okay, so this zero cost EMI means you do not have to pay anything extra. Any interest is not, you should not pay, and you have to pay this much of amount on the daily basis if you are looking for the zero cost EMI option. Apart from that, if you are coming for Iconic subscription, so Iconic mein, I have already told you that your personal coach will be the game changer. He will be he will be basically following you to give you the guidance so that you can get the success in a very short span of time. So he will be following you, he will be pushing you every time. Now once you use this coupon code, this will be costing you around 45,225, and if you are using this coupon code, write my name, GATE after it, you will be getting the 24-month subscription of Iconic in 66,600 rupees. Fine. Apart from that, every one of you should follow this GATE aspirant group, and there also some important notification always comes. Now what are the YouTube channels that you should immediately subscribe? This Creatrix, this is the channel on which you are present. This is Unacademy GATE questions, where previous year questions has been solved by the educators. So you'll be getting all the previous year questions video solution apart from the PDF also. This is the Electrical Junction channel, where you will be getting the important concepts of EC and electrical, and this is Engineering Pathshala, where you will be getting some practical aspect of the videos, some animated videos that will enhance your ability to think. So these are the channels which you should immediately subscribe so that you can get a better content. Fine. Now these are my some YouTube videos which I have created for you. In all of these videos will give you some motivation, guidance, content, and some strategy. So these are hand-picked videos. You can immediately follow these videos. Okay, so thank you so much, And those who are coming on this channel, immediately share all the content which is present on this channel. We are working very hard for you guys, so this is your responsibility that you should share this channel, you should subscribe this channel, also share the link of this channel, link of the videos, link of the educator whom you follow, so that every student who is needy, they can come onto this channel and they can get the best possible rank. So all the best everyone, let's crack it.